Hello my dear students, I hope you all are very fine and you all have given your class test 2 exam very nicely and you all have done a very hard work, and next we have to prepare for the half yearly examination, and for that we are going to start a new chapter today, and that is chapter 5, food. It is very interesting chapter. Why? Because it is related to our daily life, whatever we are eating every day, whether that food is healthy or not, or we should eat that type of food or not, we are going to discuss. But this is the first video of this chapter, and today we are only going to know briefly what we are going to study in this chapter. In this chapter, first we will learn the importance of various nutrients present in the food. Okay, that whatever food we are eating every day, some important substances are present, okay, and that are helping our body in many ways, in sometimes in the growth, sometimes in repairing the damaged tissue, and in many ways. So these are categorized into the 5 category. That means nutrients are of 5 types: fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, and carbohydrates. So in this chapter we are going to know in detail what food provide us the different type of nutrients, and if we are not eating that, then what kind of disease we can have. Next we are going to learn the importance of the balanced diet. Yes, all the 5 nutrients are not required in the same amount. There are the different amount of the nutrients that our body required, and that is the different amount in the children also and adult also. Okay, so this is known as balanced diet. Balanced diet are that diet that define the sufficient amount of a particular nutrients that we need in every day, okay, in our food. So we will also learn importance of the balanced diet. If we are not taking any particular type of nutrients, then what our body can suffer. Without that, we will also discuss that. Next we will also discuss the way of cooking our food, whatever way we are using, that are healthy or not. Some of the food we can use raw, and that are very fit and healthy for our body, and if we are cooking our food in a wrong way, then the lack of nutrients can be there, and we will not get the all the benefit of that food, we can say. So in this chapter we will also learn how should we cook our food to maintain the nutrients in that. Lastly we will discuss about the food preservation. Okay, food preservation is the method to store our food for a longer period of time. You all are knowing our food, whatever we are eating, like vegetables are perishable items. That means after some time it is spoiled. So how we should store them so that it can be used for a longer period of time, that we will discuss in this chapter. Okay, you must have seen your mother making the pickles, and pickles don't used to get spoiled for a long period of time. So what method has been used and what is the concept behind that, we will also discuss in this chapter. To spoil any of the thing, 3 things are required, that are moisture, warmth and the air. If all these 3 things will be there, then the bacteria start working on that and they spoil our food. If we will remove all these 3 things from any of the food, or we will keep these things away from our food, then our food will be protected for a very long period of time. Okay, so in this, what are the methods that we can do, we can stop the spoilage of our food, we will discuss. Okay, we will discuss the boiling. We used to boil our food, okay, to protect that. We used to put in the refrigerator. Why we put in the refrigerator, what is the reason behind that, okay, and what is the principle and the rules behind making the pickles, we all will discuss in this chapter. Okay, so I hope this chapter will be very interesting for you all. Okay, and please, before starting this chapter, read your chapter twice. Thank you so much.